I have a personal question for you. Something I've been meaning to ask. I should have just texted you or emailed because it is important to me. You've stopped tweeting the philosophical quotes. I want to know what that's about, and I want to ask if you will revisit that because those made my.
Um, you go through different cycles and that. So never say never. They could be coming back. You definitely planted a seed in my head, and yeah, we'll see what the future brings.
Dude, you were
I'm
like
glad
known for that.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
everybody
Yeah,
was. It was so
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Dude,
I
we
feel
yeah,
like
missed
you.
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. So it's it might make a comeback sooner than you think. Then I want to keep you guys sharp and entertained.
yeah. I mean, is that just like a shtick, or are you somebody who's big into sort of the mental side of the game? I mean, Christian said playing with you that you're one of the best partners he's ever had, not just from an effort standpoint, but from the mental game side of things. That, in combination with the fact that you're always tweeting out philosophical quotes, I'm curious. Do you think about the mental game a lot? Is that something that's on your mind?
I mean, I think about the mental game a fair amount. I think like everybody else, and I try to prepare mentally. I think it's important. It's an important part of the game, just like the physical aspect is, and the tactical aspect, and the technical, and all that. So yeah, I spent some time training it and working on it, and yeah, I mean, I like to share um, a variety of stuff on social media, and that's part of it. And like I said, I'll definitely bring it back in the future. Now that I know you guys are all over that, so yeah, I knew Zane was a big fan. Didn't know about you, Thomas, but I'll definitely bring you back and hopefully inspire you. But yeah, I try to keep it nice and fresh. I mean, there's a lot of videos about points and stuff like that, but you want to mix it up a little bit and yeah, keep it entertaining for the audience.
Is it tough to play with personalities like an Alshon or a Ben, who I think at times they can get a little bit negative on the court, but I think you're a great counterbalance to that. Is that something that you're thinking about? I mean, Christian specifically mentioned that as something he likes about you as a partner.
I mean, I get pretty negative sometimes myself. I'm not definitely not the perfect partner here, but I look, I try to do the best I can to keep a good team spirit and team energy. I think it's beneficial for the team, obviously, and for myself ultimately. So yeah, I've been playing sports and professional sports for a while now, and kind of used to the ups and downs, and just trying to stay mentally tough out there, stay super competitive, and if my partner needs a little bit of support, I'm there for my partner, and they do the same for me. I definitely get negative myself sometimes as well.
Tommy, what else you got?
All right. Well, I mean, listen, Andre, we wanted to have you on back when there was a nice fine issued to you and a little bit of a suspension. I feel like you play that interestingly. You sort of laid low. You did make one statement on Twitter. And by the way, I like you had philosophical quotes up until the statement on Twitter and then they went away. So it did feel like your approach to the whole thing was laying low, but I just want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Like, what happened?
Yeah, so it was obviously an internal thing, and it's a thing of the past. And I feel like it's something that's already happened, and we've dealt with it, and it's way behind us. And I think the results are showing it. And yeah, it's an episode that sometimes you have to go through. And yeah, I think we got out of it pretty successful. And yeah, it's the past already. I don't really think about it anymore.
Yeah, Dre, you didn't have to answer, but we had to ask, dude.
Yeah,
We
I
had
know.
to ask. To be fair,
I
to
know
be
you're a
fair,
curious
when
guy.
that whole thing came out, I did think one of two things. One, you were the world's absolute dumbest cheater of all time, or there was some random bullshit going on. So I mean, I was a defender. In my opinion, it seemed like the paddle testing worked, but you're right. I think it wasn't a bad strategy to just lay low, let it blow over. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to fight it and piss off the PPA? Are you going to deny, whatever? It's a no-win situation. I thought you played it
Exactly.
well, and
Yep.
I don't think anybody really gives a shit anymore.
Yeah, I think it's a thing of the past for sure. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
gotta ask though. I mean, you might not answer. who paid the 50K?
Who paid the 50K?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an internal thing again as well. It's not something that should be shared with the public. And yeah, it's yeah. I think it's pretty obvious who paid it, but yeah, not to be shared. Yeah.
Obvious, but all right. You want to go to some fun stuff, Tommy? You want to do a blind ranking?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Andre. Blind rank these 5 ex-tennis pros based on their pickleball games. First up, we got Donald Young.
Donald's playing well at the moment. Good in singles. He's taking us to 3 in Arizona. Lots of power, good hands. That's a tough one to start with. Let's put him at 3 because I don't know what's coming.
Put him at 3. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You might not be happy with that. Next up, we got Sam
Well,
Querrey.
I figured that would be the case. Yeah. Sam, unfortunately, has been battling with some injuries, and yeah, he's gonna have to go 5.
That's a fair number, 5. All right. Next
Yeah.
up, we got Jack Sock.
Well, Jack thing has been the one that's made the biggest impact, and right away as well. I think he's a complete player. He can play singles, doubles, and mixed. A lot of the tennis players, when they come in, they do very well in singles, but it take a while to succeed in doubles, and especially mixed doubles and men's doubles. But I think he won his very first mixed tournament, so Jack's definitely number 1.
Okay, got it. Next up, we got Caitlin Christian.
Caitlin's made a huge impact as well on the female pro tour. Super successful in singles. Definitely getting better doubles, so I would go to number 2 with Caitlin.
Okay, so your number 4 pick, you'll probably like
Yeah.
it. We got Jeannie Bouchard. Jeannie Bouchard
Oh,
in the 4th
okay.
spot. So we got Jack Sock, Caitlin Christian, Donald Young, Jeannie Bouchard, Sam Querrey. How do you feel about that list?
Pretty good, especially because you started with Donald, which was a tough one. But I think Donald is an up and comer. He's got a huge potential, and I think he's playing great at the moment. But I think I'm pretty happy with that top 5 for sure.
I feel like that's a pretty good list, huh, Tommy?
Yeah, not bad. That's probably the most accurate we've had.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, what would you say, Zane? Would you change anything in that top 5?
I think Jack's had more of an impact so far, but if we're doing like power rankings currently, right, who's like a better player at this moment, it might be Donald. Like Donald's playing good ball. So,
Yep.
Other than that, though, I think the list is perfect. Got to have Querrey down there in number 5. We should have had Isner on there too. That would have been good.
I think he's only played the World Championships in Dallas, right? I don't think he's only played some Texas tournaments.
So there was a college pickleball tournament recently, and across the entire tournament, they used 600 total balls. Out of 600, there were only 3 that cracked, and apparently none were out of round. When I heard that, I was like, this needs to be talked about. Komodo BioBalls last 5 times longer than the average ball, but they're also biodegradable, so even if they do crack and end up in a bush somewhere, not a problem. Check out the Komodo BioBalls at komodopickleball.com. Links in the description.
Yeah.